introduction.
Welcome to the first Thanksgiving, told by Miss Guy's first grade class. This is the story of the very first Thanksgiving. The Pilgrims have just come over on the Mayflower from England. The year was 1620. The place was Massachusetts in the new world they called America. It is the fall of 1620 and we are leaving Plymouth, England to go to America to find freedom to practice our religion.
The Pilgrims were people who lived in England 400 years ago when only one kind of church was allowed. The Pilgrims wanted to worship God in their own way, so they left England and came to America.
The Pilgrims came
to America, America, America. The Pilgrims came to America a long, long time ago. The Mayflower, the Mayflower, the Mayflower. They sailed on the Mayflower a long, long time ago.
More than 100 people, including 22 children, squeezed into a small wooden sailing ship called the Mayflower. For their trip, they bring simple foods like hard cheese, bread, dried beans, and salted meat.
Storms rock the Mayflower and my passengers get seasick.
Day after day, we saw nothing but the endless ocean and sky. Now and then, the huge, slippery body of a whale would break the surface of the water.
After 66 days at sea, we heard the words we had been dreaming for so long. Land ho!
Thank goodness they finally landed in the new world. The many people that see the Pilgrims that they stay hidden in the woods.
In December, the Pilgrims find a hilly area near present-day Boston where they build Plymouth Colony. For weeks, there is nothing but rain, sleet, and snow. It is cold here. We are not used to so much snow. We dig a well, but the water freezes. The children help us build a few houses. Exhausted, we built one big house and held together for a month, trying to survive on stale food from the Mayflower. Many of my friends get sick and died that first winter.
During the first winters, more than half the Pilgrims died from disease and starvation. In March, a native arrives at the colony.
At last, it's spring. A native man comes to see the Pilgrims. His name is Squanto.
They made friends with
Indians, the Indians, the Indians. They made friends with the Indians a long, long time ago.
Welcome to the new world. I am Squanto. When I was a young man, I was kidnapped by English soldiers. I lived in England where I learned to speak English. Many years later, I found my way to come back home to America. I am Massasoit. I am chief of Napnoing tribe. We have lived in America 4,000 of years.
Welcome. We are pilgrims who have just come here from England. We are cold and hungry, and our food supply has run low.
Do not worry. Squanto will show you how to hunt and catch fish in streams.
We will show you how to plant corn, pumpkins, and beans. Squanto turned out to be a special friend. He turned the Pilgrims many things. He showed us where to find the best fish and how to get eels out of the mud at low tide.
Squanto taught us how to find our way safely through the dark forest
and where to find nuts and berries and wild herbs. Squanto showed us a really neat trick. If you plant corn with something, it will fertilize the seed and grow better corn. If they plant the seeds,
The corn grew tall, the corn grew tall, the corn grew tall. They planted the seeds, the corn grew tall, a long time ago.
We show the pilgrims how to make clothes and blankets from animal skins. They will be worn next winter.
the pilgrims took good care of the crops, working together with the Indians. They gathered enough meat and fish to last through the coming winter. When autumn came, the pilgrims rejoiced over the harvest of bright ears of corn, fat pumpkin, peas, beans, delicious squash, and green herbs. They felt so happy about their good fortune that they wanted to celebrate. They knew that
They could.
they could never have survived without the Indians, so the pilgrims invited the Indians to join them in a feast. I cut the pumpkins and squash and made corn pudding. I cooked the beans and turned the meat over the fire. The pilgrims get a surprise. Chief Massasoit comes. He brings many people. Will there be enough food?
We each got a deer for there will be food for everyone.
Did you know that there were more Native Americans than pilgrims at the first Thanksgiving? For 3 whole days, everyone ate good, delicious food and played games too.
They had a great Thanksgiving feast, Thanksgiving feast, Thanksgiving feast. They had a great Thanksgiving feast a long, long time ago.
Squanto, Massasoit, and the other members of the Wampanoag troop that taught the pilgrims how to serve the new world, and the pilgrims helped the Indians in the return. When the first harvest came in the fall of 1621, the pilgrims made a special feast to share with the Native Americans. That is the very first Thanksgiving.
The pilgrims did not call their feast Thanksgiving. It just was a celebration.
To remember that time so long ago, a time of brave pilgrims and life-saving Indians, we continue to celebrate the feast. Now we call it Thanksgiving. Today, or Thanksgiving, is a time to give thanks.
Pilgrims and Indians celebrated for 3 whole days.
Now our Thanksgiving lasts only 1 day. The first Thanksgiving was in October in the year 1621. Now Thanksgiving is celebrated every year on the last Thursday on November. In November. That's right. At the first Thanksgiving, they ate boiled pumpkins for dessert. But now we get to have pumpkin pie. In 1863, President Abraham Lincoln made Thanksgiving a national holiday.
Happy